Hello everyone, I welcome you to my YouTube channel. My name is Edward Amwako, and in today's video I'm just going to walk you through on how to design a very simple and classy wedding invitation flyer for social media. I mean, if you decide to print, of course you can also do that. Alright, so what you see on your screen is what I'm going to guide you on how to design that. So without wasting my time, let's start. Okay, so please, if you have not subscribed to this amazing channel, please consider by subscribing, like the video, comment, okay, and also turn on the notification bell in order for you to be notified anytime I drop a video like this. So the first thing that we have to do is to create or open our new document. Okay, so let's head on to new here, or the file, and then go to new. The shortcut is Ctrl N. Okay, so new, and our new document is going to pop up like this. So what we do is that we'll change the size, or we'll change the name. So we can name it like a wedding invite or invitation, and then we are designing in pixels. The width is 1080, the height is 1350, resolution we can leave it to 300, like that. We are designing RGB because we are sending it as a social media flyer. So when we are done and okay with the size, we go ahead and click on OK, and so we have our document like this. And so you can zoom in, or you can zoom to fit by press Ctrl O on your keyboard. So first thing, you can activate your rulers if you want to. Alright, and then the next thing that we have to do is to bring in our background. So let me go to the resources. I'm going to give you the resources except the image. Okay, again, in this particular PNG tree, so you can get the resource from png3.com. alright, so when you have, then you zoom in so that, or you enlarge so that it fits. Okay, so beautiful, like this. Then the next thing that we have to do is to draw in our rectangle. So go in for the rectangular tool. You can change the color to black. Okay, good. And then we are drawing something like this. We are drawing a rectangle like this. Then we are going to give it a curve shape. So once you draw the rectangle, these properties will pop up, and then you drag it so it goes to the end of it. Okay, so something like this I think is okay. So 400 is okay. Alright, then we are going to give our shape what we call a stroke. Okay, so come to your FX and then come to stroke here. We are giving it a stroke color. Okay, so once you click on the FX, your layer style is going to pop up. Okay, and the stroke color, we are going to give it a stroke color like 18, but because they are all black, you are not seeing it. But we want the fill type to be gradient, okay, so that you have a look at it. And then you change the gradient color. I've set the color, so I'm going to give you the color code. Okay, we are going to use a gold color like this. The first color is this F3E078, F3E078, and then the second one is going to be F4881B, F4881B. When you are done, then you reduce the size to 6. So the next thing that we are going to do is to bring in the image. Okay, drag it on the Photoshop like this. You drag it up, double click to accept, and I'm going to create a clipping mask, okay, so that the image will be in the shape. Okay, so I'm going to do next is going to rasterize the image. Okay, go in for my brush tool or my eraser tool. Okay, if you see this plus, it means your caps lock is on. Turn it off, and then I'm going to brush the edge here a little bit. Okay, but before then I want the inner circle, because if you look at the shape, the fill color was black. So let's pick the green color. All right, good. And then let's select the image and then let's brush it a little bit so that we can just write our writings over there. So something like this I think is okay for me. Okay, good. And then I'm going to create another image, as you see here, this particular image on the background. All right, so this is what I'm going to do. So select the PNG3, go to our background. We are bringing in this particular image, click and drag it onto Photoshop like this. Okay, all right. Then once you bring it here, you expand it, try to let the image fit. So this is beautiful. So you double click to accept, you rasterize this image, you go in for your eraser tool and then you brush some edge off. All right, good. And then you go to your blending mode or the blending option here. You see the normal here, turn it to luminosity. Okay, click on luminosity and then you can reduce the opacity if you want to. Okay, so that it will be you can reduce the transparent to 90 or something like that. Let's remove the rulers so that we'll have a look at our work. Very good. So you see this is our work and this is what we are doing. Okay, I can see the rectangle is too big, so I can reduce it like this. Okay, I can reduce it something like this. Control A to align it. So you have to do it to your satisfaction, how you want it to be. Okay, it depends on how you want it to be. So the next thing that we are going to do, as you can see, is to bring in the richard. Okay, the richard, and then the font that we are using is Agents. Okay, Agents. All right, so this is what you do. Go in for your text tool. All right, then that is the Agents. I'm going to give you the font, don't worry. Okay, all right, then let's start to type Richard. Okay, so once you are done typing the Richard, the next one that is left is the Mary. Okay, this is going to be Mary. Okay, all right, good. Let's wait for a while. Okay, this is going to be Mary. Come and check mark it and then position it well somewhere here. And then you could see from this particular design that we have end. Okay, and with the end we are going to just click on the shape tool. We use ellipse circle to do that. Ellipse tool, select it, and then we are going to change the fill color. All right, so once you've done selecting the ellipse tool, go and select the fill color. We need white. Okay, so pick the color here, change it to white, and then let's draw. Okay, something like this I think is okay for me. All right, anytime you draw ellipse shape or any shape, these properties will be popping up, so we don't need it. Go and click this, bring it somewhere here. All right, so you could see that the ellipse is on top of everything, but I want us to do something here. Anytime you are designing and the layers keep on increasing plenty, all right, a lot, so I want us to do some groupings here. We are going to select the image, this one, select the shape. Okay, and then we are going to group it. Okay, we are going to group it. All right, so this is what I want us to do. Okay, so we are selecting the image, select this and select the image on the background. Okay, as well, that is this on the layer side. Then so when you are done, you press on Ctrl J to group. J is for group. All right, and then you can double click this and change the name to images. Then we are bringing in this particular ellipse shape on top of the image, as you can see here. Good. There is another font that I use for the end. We call it Cinzel. Okay, so you could see that I want to type on the ellipse. That's why I've selected a text tool ready to type on the ellipse. So I'll activate my character, change it to the font that I said I needed, which is Cinzel. Okay, so yes, so I need the Cinzel regular. I will give it to you, and then change the color. Click on the any of the badges. Okay, I need the green color. Okay, and then start typing. Don't type on the ellipse shape, type on any other shape, then type the symbol for end. Go and select your move tool, and then you move it, all right, over here, so you have something like this. Then I could see the end is too big. Select the end symbol together with the ellipse, and then try to resize it. I mean, it looks so big for me. Okay, this is okay. So I will select the rigid. All right, bring the rigid a little bit down. Okay, let me align the everything and see if it is in order. Very good. All right, good. So I will let the Mary 2 go up a little bit. Then what I'll do is I'll select the Mary, select the ellipse, select everything over here, and align them. Very good. Then I'll push it up a little bit. The reason why I'm pushing it up, because if you don't push it up, you cannot get the May 13 2023 and then the time and then the date. Okay, good. So this is what I want us to do. You push it up a little bit, something like this, which is okay. All right, then what is next is for us to bring in our dates. All right, May 13 2023, time is 10 a.m. so the font that I use is the end. Okay, so you copy that one. You can zoom in to see whatever that you are doing. Zoom in so that we can have a look at our work. Bring it here. Because the color is the same as what we picked down, let's activate our character. If you are not seeing your character, come to window, okay, and then you see the character here. All right, change the color to white, okay, and then double click. Okay, that means that we are going to edit the text. Okay, and then this is going to 13th, all in caps, 13 or May. All right, and I'm going to copy this 13, copy this again, and this is going to be May 2023. All right, and I'm going to reduce the font. All right, so I'm going to reduce the May to a font like, let's pick 16, and I'm going to increase the 13th to 24 because I want it to be big. Bring it here. All right, that means I need to change the 2023 also to 16, so that the 14 rather, yes, so that it will be in line with the May. All right, so something like this. All right, it's okay. Then what we are going to do is that we are going to align everything. So select the 2023, select the 13, select the May, and align them horizontally. Then you can position it. Now let's make sure that there's much space in between them. Okay, then the 13th, I'm going to change the color and give it a gradient color. So you go to FX, then go to gradient overlay. Don't worry, after that we align everything. So once you go to gradient overlay, you're going to get a gradient style. Because we've already set our gradient color to the gold color, that's why you are seeing it this way. Okay, so I've given you the color code already. Okay, so you can just put in there. The color code is just the same as the shape that we did. All right, then we don't need the radial. Okay, we want to set it to linear. All right, and this one too, the angle has supposed to be 0. Okay, good. So I think everything over here is okay. Go ahead and click on okay. So you have something like this. Then what we are going to do next is to copy the May 13th. So they just did it recently, so you can change the date if you want to do it yourself. And this is going to be at 10 a.m. in the morning. All right, and I want to reduce the font to 10, which is okay for me. Bring it here. Okay, so that is it. You see it here. All right, and then the name is going to get the name of the church, which is the venue, Breakthrough Assemblies of God, Elmina near Elmina Court. Okay, so we are going to copy this, and this is going to be the venue. So the venue is Breakthrough. So because the font is too big, all right, So this is what I would do. We are going to reduce the size and pick something like 8 and see, which is still too big, so let's pick 6. Very good. And then we are going to align, okay, the font. Double click here to select, and then we are going to align it at the center like this, and I have something beautiful like this one. So I'm going to put it here. Okay, don't worry, after we do the changes. All right, then I'm going to copy the venue again, and this time around I'm going to make it hashtag the weight. Okay, that is the weight, so add the 2023. Okay, that's very, very important, the weight 2023. And then copy this again, bring it here, and then here I'm writing we are getting married. Okay, we are getting married. We are getting married. So you have something like this. So let me bring the hashtag the weight down a little bit. Let me bring the venue down, the time, and then the date. Let me select it together with the May. Okay, where is the May? Here is the May. Okay, and then push it up a little bit, which is okay. Bring the time up, bring this one to up a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to change the weight to the golden color by giving it a gradient. So go to FX on the layer panel, okay, and give it a gradient color. Okay, same, I'm going to apply the same gradient color to we are getting married. All right, good, amazing. So this is beautiful. All right, so you see, then what I want us to do is that let's select the Richard and Mary. So the Mary, Richard, and then the end, and then the ellipse shape. Where is it? The end and the ellipse shape, the end and then the ellipse shape. Okay, so you see, so when you are doing the selection, you have to be very careful. And then what I want us to do is to group this alone, the Richard, group it, Control J. All right, and then double click, and we can write it the names. You can write names, and then let's select the 2023, select the 13, and it is left with the May. Select the May, and we can group it as well as maybe date. Okay, now there is a reason. Now let's align the date together with the name so that they will, yes, so we see they align. Let's add the time, let's add the weight, we are getting married, and then the breakthrough, so that everything will be aligned. Okay, so I want to make sure that I have aligned everything at the center. So what I will do is that Control A means I'm selecting everything together with the whole document. All right, and align everything at the center like this. Beautiful. So if I want this selection to go, Control D to deselect. All right, and then I can bring the name down a little bit. Okay, which is absolutely beautiful. So you have something like this, which looks so good, so the next, what is left over here is that I want this particular flower, that's the golden flower here, to be on the shape. Okay, so let me show you. All right, so you see this, let me position this. So this is our design that we are doing. So you could see that this ellipse shape here, okay, I'm talking about this flower, okay, it is appearing on the shape. All right, but over here you could see this flower, it is under the shape. So what are we going to do? So we are going to do some magic here. So let's copy this particular image. Okay, Control J, and then we are bringing it on top of the image. Okay, so this image, so let's carry the copied one on top. Make sure that it is, the line is showing on top over here, you see. Then you leave it. You can see that it has covered everything. Then you rasterize it, and what we do is that go and select your rectangular magic tool. All right, 1 2 3 4. Then we are going to make a selection. Just click on the part that you don't like, delete it. So you see, then Control D to deselect. So you have something like this. Very beautiful and very simple. So when you are done, as usual, you know what to do. All right, so you can go ahead and save your work. It looks so beautiful. Wow. So you can go ahead and save your work. How do you save your work? Go to File, go to Export, go to export as panel is ready. Head on to your format settings. Make sure that it is indeed JPEG quality. Maybe I want it to be excellent. Check your sizes, check your everything, resample everything. Your canvas size I think is okay, so go ahead and click on export. I'm just going to export it to desktop. All right, so let me click on desktop over here. All right, our document name is wedding invitation, then we save it back. So let's go to our desktop and have a look at it, and this is our work over here. So let's double click and have a look at it. Absolutely beautiful. So this is our work. So you can just save this, send it to some few friends that you want to send it to. So this looks beautiful. You can share it on Instagram, you can share it on your WhatsApp status. All right, so please, this is what I designed for a friend. You can change the details. I am not going to give you the images, I'm going to give you the font, the background, okay, and then all right. So please don't forget to like the video. Let me hear your comments, okay, and then let me see what else you want me to design for you. Okay, if you want me to design any flyer on this particular channel, please, you can just drop a comment over there. So don't forget to also subscribe and turn on the notification bell, and you will be the first person to be notified anytime I drop a video like this. So let me see you in some other time. Bye.